This month, Local 5 News is celebrating remarkable women in our community, women nominated by you, our viewers. And tonight we're going to meet our last finalist.
Local 5's Caitlin Corbett shows us how Pat Gwitt has dedicated her life to giving back to her hometown of Keshena.
And I have stayed up here, and I just love the community that I volunteer in. I try to give back to the community that I'm living in.
Pat Gwitt's lifelong love for the Keshena area began almost 50 years ago.
Back in the mid-70s, my late husband and I bought a cottage up on Legend Lake, and we fell in love with the lake and with the rural area of living.
What started as a job distributing communion in the early 90s at her local church, Gwitt's role in her community started to morph into a much larger one.
The food pantry at that time was not as big as it is today. At that time, they would have bags of groceries available, and families could come right directly to the parish office if they were in need of a bag of groceries, and that is what they picked up.
But Gwitt's mission was to help the pantry blossom into something greater. So in the early 2000s, she got to work. With the help of a few others at the parish, Gwitt started St. Michael's Food Pantry and partnered with Feeding America to make sure it stayed fully stocked, not just with food, but diapers, formula, and other essentials. Since then, Gwitt has volunteered more than 20 hours every week to keep things running smoothly, to keep mouths fed.
At the time when it first started, it might have been 10 families a month, and then it grew up to between 50 and 60 families a month. And families can be recipients of the food only once a month. They also must be residents of Menominee County and Menominee Reservation.
In 2021, Gwitt and the Food Pantry served more than 400 families in Menominee County and the reservation with bags just like this. And while those numbers were down during the pandemic, she says she knows the need is always there.
And every family gets 2 cans of soup.
It seems no matter what I get involved in, I just love spreading the wealth that there's out there for the community. And there, even today at the stage that we're at now, there is still more that you can do for a community and do for a food pantry, but you also have to have the dedicated volunteers that can make it continue to operate at the rate it is operating.
One of those volunteers is Karen Fredericks. Fredericks nominated Gwitt as a remarkable woman. For Gwitt, though, it isn't about recognition.
She says, Karen, I don't do this for to receive anything back. And I said, Pat, that's the reason you deserve it, because you do it out of the goodness of your heart, not for any kind of return.
It's about what feeds her soul.
It's just something in my heart and the desire that I see out in the community, the need for it. No matter where you live, you need to give back.
In Keshena, Caitlin Corbett, Local 5 News.
Please join us Thursday night. You'll meet all our finalists nominated by you, the viewer, and then the night ends with the naming of the most remarkable woman of northeastern Wisconsin, 6:30 Thursday, only here on Local 5.